gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, yesterday we were 22 days away from the Great American Race, the 2026 Daytona 500. It was also the start of the Rolex 24, and it was a massive snowstorm across the vast majority of the United States. So between snow, cold, and whatnot, a little late getting yesterday's video up. So yesterday was 22 days. We're going to get back on track and get back to normal. So we're going to profile car number 22. And a lot of people know, obviously, the three-time NASCAR Cup Series champion, Joey Logano. If you look at the little icon picture, Bobby Allison, 1986, which is the year that I became a NASCAR fan. And that was actually my first favorite driver. Bobby Allison drove that 22 Miller car, 86 and 87. In 88, he switched to the number 12 Miller High Life. And that's when he won the Daytona 500 in 1988, and followed by, finishing second was his son Davey. And then unfortunately at Pocono of 88 is when Bobby had his career-ending, almost life-ending crash. So yeah, that 22 car, when I think about when Bobby Allison drove when I first became a fan, that's what chose me to kind of use that. And I'm now a Joey Logano fan. I wasn't at one time, and so I know Joey's got the Pennzoil car is kind of the vast majority of what he's had. So it's kind of, some of those paint schemes are kind of boring. So why I went with what I went with. All right, one thing about the number 22, it actually has had 3 different drivers win championships. The very first NASCAR strictly stock champion in 1949, Red Byron, drove the number 22. He actually drove it for 11 races, had 2 wins, 3 top 5s, 8 top 10s, average finish of 7 top 5s, 8 top 10s, average finish of 7.3 in those 11 races, and the 1949 NASCAR Strictly Stock champion. It won the championship in 1983 with Bobby Allison, and then obviously the 3 championships with Joey Logano. The number 22 has had 1,743 Cup starts, 93 wins, 425 top 5s, 712 top 10s, 87 poles. That first race of NASCAR history, June 19th, 1949, through the very last race in NASCAR history, November 2nd, 2025. 68 different drivers drove the number 22, 8 different winners. It was a Ford, 742 races, 398 as a Dodge, 302 as a Pontiac, 150 Buick, 93 Chevrolet, 73 Toyota, 38 as a Hudson. That Toyota number may be incorrect for the number 22. I don't think the 22 has ever been a Toyota because Joey's drove it for a while now. I may have to double check that number. Plymouth 38, Oldsmobile 25, and Cadillac 3. So Joey Logano, actually, you know what? I think I remember I did check that number, and that was correct before Joey drove it. Joey's 468 starts, 35 wins, 158 top 5s, 259 top 10s, and an average finish of 12.9 in the number 22. Ward Burton drove 272 races, 5 wins, 23 top 5s, 75 top 10s, average finish of 20.3. The Forsaken Bobby Allison, 215 starts in that number 22, that 83 championship, 17 wins, 90 top 5s, 131 top 10s, and average finish of 11.8. Fireball Roberts, 152 starts, 30 wins, 79 top 5s, 98 top 10s, average finish at 11.4. Dave Blaney, 104 starts, 2 top 5s, 8 top 10s, average finish of 26.2. Scott Wimmer, 75 starts, 1 top 5, 3 top 10s, average finish of 24.7. Bobby Labonte, he took over the number 22 for Bill Davis Racing as a rookie in 1993, the same year that Jeff Gordon was a rookie for Hendrick Motorsports. And a lot of people don't know this, but in the Busch Series then, Jeff Gordon drove for Bill Davis for Ford, and Bobby Labonte drove a Chevrolet for his dad, Bob Labonte. When Bill Davis talked about going cup racing, apparently Jeff's stepdad looked at the contract and realized that there was an out for him the next year. I guess either Ray Evernham or Rick Henniger, somebody approached him about driving for him they looked and realized there was an out in that contract. So Jeff kind of upset the apple cart, left Bill Davis Racing for Henniker Motorsports, and then Bill Davis still wanted to go Cup racing, ended up hiring Bobby Labonte to take over for the 22 car. He had 61 starts, 1 top 5, 8 top 10s, average finish of 20.5. Bobby Labonte went on to drive for Joe Gibbs after that and became a Hall of Famer champion. Sterling Marlin drove the number 22 for 58 races. That actually also has a unique story. That was a second car for Junior Johnson. For he drove the 1991 and 92 season. In 93, that's when the 22 moved over to Bill Davis, and Junior Johnson had the 27 McDonald's car. But Sterling took over in 91 with Maxwell House Coffee as a sponsor. That sponsor actually had a deal with Alan Kawicki. Junior Johnson swept in, was able to get the sponsor, left Alan sponsorless for 1991, went to Daytona with Army on the car, was at a white car the next couple races when Mark Stahl failed to qualify at Atlanta, home track for Hooters at the time. Hooters contacted Alan because Alan was on the pole, put the Hooters on there. We know that story's history, and then Junior Johnson ended up with Maxwell House and had Sterling Marlin in 91, 92. Sterling 58 races those two seasons, 13 top 5s, 29 top 10s, average finish of 13.1. I think Hooters and Alan Kawicki get the better end of that deal. On the Xfinity side, 912 starts for the number 22, 73 wins, 302 top 5s, 457 top 10s. First race was February 13th, 1982. Last race was August 25th, 2023. 58 different drivers, 9 different drivers won races. Now, there for a while, the 22 was a all-star car for Penske in the Busch in the Xfinity Series before Austin Cindric drove it. So a lot of those wins came from some of the all-star races, all-star drivers. Rick Mast actually has the most starts, 199 with 9 wins, 37 top 5s, 78 top 10s, average finish of 14.8. Brad Keselowski, 148 starts, 32 wins, 94 top 5s, 118 top 10s, average finish at 7.0. As a lot of you remember, back in the mid-2000s, or mid-2010s, some of these Cup drivers drove almost full-time in Xfinity. There was no limit on how many races you could win, and a lot of Cup drivers were taking all the wins. They were winning the championships, and that's when NASCAR decided to put the limit on it. Obviously, this year the limit is raised to 8. We have seen a few more drivers go ahead and do the Xfinity Series this year, which I actually think is good. I know the tagline is names are made here, but a lot of those drivers in the Xfinity Series like racing against the Cup guys. And I like the fact it's a limit. It's only 8, and I don't think you can't do any of the chase races or the dash for cash, but you can do everything else. Austin Cindric, he actually drove the 22 full-time before he got promoted to the 2-car in Cup. And when he drove the 22 and he got promoted to Cup, if you remember, he was supposed to go to the 21, but Brad ended up leaving. So yeah, Austin Cindric was like assigned a year in advance to drive the 21 to take over Matt DiBenedetto. And then when Brad decided to leave to go to Roush and be partner with Roush, Penske had to make a quick decision. They moved Cindric to the 2 and then put Harrison Burton in the 21. We know how that ended up. Now Josh Berry has it. Austin Cindric, when he was in that 22 in Xfinity car, 116 starts, 13 wins, 31 top 5s, 85 top 10s, average finish at 9.3 plus a championship, and that close to a second championship. Kenny Walsh drove the number 22 in Xfinity, 71 starts, 5 top 5s, 15 top 10s, average finish of 18.4. Kenny also drove the Xfinity car, drove the Craftsman truck for, I believe it was Penske, in the number 22 Red Dog. I actually got to see him race that at Heartland Park, Topeka in 1996. And so that was a pretty cool looking truck, that 22 Red Dog truck was. Joey Logano, 56 starts in Xfinity in that 22, 8 wins, 35 top 5s, 50 top 10s, average finish at 5.6. Ryan Blaney, 53 starts, 6 wins, 35 top 5s, 45 top 10s, and average finish of 6.9. The number 22 on the Truck Series side, 384 starts, 2 wins, 2 different drivers. 45 drivers made those 384 starts, 23 top 5s, 68 top 10s. First race was September 7th, 1995. The last race was October 31st, 2025. Austin Wayne Self, 131 starts, 1 top 5, 14 top 10s, average finish of 19.0. Bill Lester drove the number 22, 74 starts, 2 top 5s, 5 top 10s, average finish of 21.6. Joey Coulter, 47 starts, 1 win, 13 top 5s, 28 top 10s, average finish of 10.6. Scott Speed, 14 starts, 1 win, 4 top 5s, 8 top 10s, average finish of 12.2. And then Josh Ureem, 12 starts, average finish of 25.3. So that is car number 22. We'll get back on track today, January 25th. We are 21 days away from the Great American Race. We are 1 week away from the Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray, which from all the weather I've seen, it's supposed to be kind of cold there. At least the snow won't be as bad as everyone had thought it was, I guess. I've seen some reports there that wasn't as bad as in the Carolinas as originally thought it would be, so that's good. So, all right. Stay tuned to our sports show as we get the profile for car number 20 on the 21 days until the 2026 Daytona 500. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.